Hello, and welcome to Pro Trader Strategies Market Commentary for Tuesday, April the 5th. My name is Eric Wilkinson. Some of you may recognize me as the Wolfman from CNBC, Fox Business, or even the Wall Street Journal, where I've commented on everything from economic to geopolitical and market analysis. Please keep in mind that everything that we talk about in these market commentaries is not a solicitation to buy or sell any of these securities or strategies. At the end of the day, we're here to teach you some different strategies that you can implement into your own portfolios, but please do that in your own way. The reason why I can't give you a recommendation on a particular stock or strategy is because I don't know your risk parameters. I don't know what's in your portfolios. Therefore, what I'm doing could be counterintuitive to what you are already doing. Having that out of the way, let's get this on. I've had a lot of economic data across the pond and here in the United States in the form of services PMI, which is Purchasing Managers Index. This is the non-manufacturing side of the PMI data points. Everybody across the pond, aside from France, came in above 50, which shows expansion in the economy, albeit most of the numbers were slightly lower than what was expected by the economists out there. So, for instance, let's see, Spanish PMI came in at 55.3, which was the only data point that came in above the expectations of 54.2, and Italian PMI came in at 51.2 and they were expected at 54.3. French, like I said, was the only one that came in below 50, but just a shy hair under that. It was at 44 or 49.9, was expected 51. Also in Great Britain, they came in at 53.7, which was right in line with expectations. And here in the United States, we got our non-manufacturing PMI through the Institute for Supply Management at 54.5, expected 54.1. So pretty much in line with what was expected for the most part on all of those data points. And like I said, France, the only one coming in below 50, but it was, splitting hairs at that point. Onto the overall markets, that did cause the overall markets to kind of slump off for the most part. The overall economy is just coming, at pretty benign. So as you can see here, the NASDAQ came in or is trading down about 27 points right now. Overall markets just feeling pretty bearish. Onto the E-mini S&P /ES, as you can see, down 16 points on the day, but off of the lows. As you can see here, pretty back and forth market, but for the most part, just not really moving very much today. E-mini S&P chart here showing down 15 on an intraday chart. It's every 15 minutes is a news story, it looks like there. On to the trades I've done. Yesterday, I talked about this in the daily market commentary that I was trying to work an April 114 call spread in there, and sure enough, as soon as I closed down this daily market commentary, I got filled on that and collected 25 cents for that trade. So looking pretty good today as we are down. The market slowly sold off throughout the day. I looked a lot better this morning and was thinking that I might even be able to cover that for 50% of my max profit, but the overall market has come back. With ADM, I'm going to be looking at doing something here. It's just really traded sideways. We've got a down move here off of no real news, but at the end of the day, this is looking like a pretty good place to put on a put spread, add some long deltas. Remember, when you're selling put spreads, that's adding long deltas, which means you're getting long that underlying. I'm going to be talking about all the rules that you go into building this strategy out on Friday. So you can go to protraderstrategies.com, sign up for that. But right now, I'm unable on this strategy. When we were down a little bit further, it was looking a little bit better. But I'm working the April 5 weeklies, and I'm trying to get the 33.5, 34.5 put spread in there. And I'm trying to get about 30 cents for that. I moved it down to about 29, and as the markets overall rallied, it's kind of gotten away from me, but I don't know if I'm going to really chase this one. But if I can get a couple down ticks in there, that might be the time to move this towards 25, I guess. It's probably where I'm looking to be able to get filled on that one. One thing to note was, buy the rumor, sell the news, I guess is what's going on in Twitter. But they've been in a battle with Facebook going back and forth on who's going to be able to try and live stream Thursday night football for the NFL. And it looks like Twitter has won that battle and is going to now be able to live stream the NFL football games for Thursday nights. So we'll see how they manage to get that one done, but they won it. And yesterday they got a nice little pop. This morning they were up about 50 cents on the day before the euphoria of that kind of wore off and came off a little bit. Reason why I've talked about this is, as you guys know, I've had on some Twitter puts that I'm short, the 21 puts, and I've been rolling those out and lowering my cost basis on it. I've gotten that cost basis down to about it being around $18 is my break even. So it was a little exciting this morning, thinking I was going to see that final blast off where Twitter has broken through and found that bottom, but as it's sold off today, that hasn't come to fruition. But pretty interesting data point today for Twitter going forward. We'll have to see how that affects their stock. That's about all I got for you guys today. Like I mentioned, Friday we're going to be doing the webinar on short put spreads, so that should be a really good one. Hopefully we can get some implied volatility spike here with this bit of a sell-off that we're seeing the last couple of days in the equities, and that will give us a lot more opportunities to find some trades to put on for that kind of strategy. That's about all I got for you guys today. Hope I can see you guys all there. The more the merrier. And if you can't take that, take it easy.